On April 8th, Eclipse. Hello again, thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Mari. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. There is a lot of noise going on everywhere on Earth, especially in the media about the solar eclipse that will happen on the 8th of April, 2024, and due to what is being said, I felt compelled to share my point of view about it. I won't bore you with details about what a solar eclipse is, in purely astronomical terms, as what is said in official science is very much what it is, but seen only from the point of view of objects moving through the heavens, space, and getting in the way of each other from time to time. Official matrix science on Earth has no idea about the complex energetic dynamics which have to do with eclipses. Still, the other science on Earth, the one reserved only for high-level government behind the government officials, and high people in the know, does understand much of the energy dynamics, at a more esoteric level. Because, as I have explained before, there are two sciences and technologies on Earth. The first is the one that is given to the people, and which is highly controlled and restricted to the point where it is only a crude caricature of a real science, as is the limited and primitive technology which is the result of it. And then there is the one that the people and entities in power use, which is a lot more advanced than the first. They always keep this science as far away from the people as possible, to their advantage, and this is from where they leak supposed technological advances onto the general population, whenever it suits their needs, always making believe that what they are giving to the people is new, and this is the level that blends with non-human, extraterrestrial technology, mostly from the Galactic Federation. Notice that there is a lot of fuss and noise about this particular, April 8th solar eclipse, and a lot more than the attention they gave to other solar eclipses in recent years. Furthermore, the authorities are setting up, and pushing warnings and regulations that go with those warnings, in a very aggressive manner, which makes no sense when observing a clearly harmless eclipse. This is a clear indication that something else is going on, something that may be using the eclipse as an excuse to further more draconian laws and regulations against the people. We can notice several things about the reasons why the cabal which controls the media is making so much of a fuss about this. First of all, notice that the eclipse will be seen over North America, and over the United States, which is one of the biggest nesting grounds for negative cabal forces. Sorry to say that, but it is true. But, at the same time, and precisely because of that, the United States is also an area which concentrates a very large number of star seeds and awakened people, who are incarnated there, precisely to counterbalance, and even neutralize, the activities of all the regressive forces which dwell there, those in the material side and on the etheric side altogether. North America, and particularly the United States, is a place with a very marked existential and vibrational duality. As we go on analyzing the reasons why the government has issued so many warnings, and also preparing for it in such an exaggerated manner, which causes us to think that there may be something else going on, as those natural phenomena are completely harmless. This is to the point where in some counties, the government has declared a state of emergency, with it rolling out the National Guard and FEMA, all as if a really large disaster would be about to happen. There is talk about problems with telecommunications, including the internet, and with it, banking system communications, and this is also why they are saying that the population must have cash with them, and enough food in stock to last several days. From our point of view, there is no reason why the eclipse on its own would cause a telecommunication crash, even when the sun is at its solar maximum, as it is right now, and will be during the natural event. This leads us to think that the eclipse may be used as an excuse for the rollout of a flag that isn't real, if you know what I mean. So, you must all watch out for all kinds of drills the government may decide to make during the eclipse, as it is well known that drills of all kinds precede unreal flags, where they artificially cause the blackout of the internet and general telecommunications, if not in power as well, to blame it on the sun and the eclipse, so please watch out for that. There is some truth to why there may be problems which justify to some degree all those preparations, yet they are not enough. The sudden influx of thousands of people into the counties and towns where the solar eclipse will be seen at its fullest may collapse those small towns' sustenance infrastructure, which means that they wouldn't be prepared to host so many people who will consume their water, power, hotel and housing, and which may overload the food supply chain, leaving grocery stores empty, with no food to purchase. Now, from another much more expanded point of view, solar eclipses, including this one, do move and transform energies and vibrations very strongly. And they do so in a very positive way for the people, especially those with a very high level of conscious awareness, because the result of combining the solar frequencies with the lunar ones results in the sun overwhelming the moons, as it completely envelops it during the eclipse, especially where it can be seen at its maximum effect. As you know, the universe is frequency and vibrations, everything is consciousness, and all vibrations are thoughts, the thoughts that manifest what people and creatures with a strong connection to Source experience as their external reality. The primordial universal high frequencies of the sun, which is a portal which retransmits the energy of the entire cosmos, projecting it towards its planets, and Earth, because the sun is connected with all the other suns, through the ethers. This means the sun transmits very high existential energy and its frequency and vibrations, whereas it is the moon and the artificially contained matrix on Earth, which in a limited manner, restrict the range of existential frequencies that can be experienced on Earth, basically lowering them, with regards to the galactic average. The moon as a frequency modulating and lowering device, definitely affects the Earth, but in a mirror-like manner, where what in reality is generating and sustaining the matrix on Earth, and all the frequencies and vibrations which form and shape it, is the average consciousness and awareness level of its inhabitants. The matrix is the result of the ideas and concepts of the souls inhabiting there, whereas thoughts, they filter out whatever is not in their understanding, because a person cannot see and recognize that something is there, if it is outside their comprehension and awareness, which are necessary to interpret whatever that is, causing it to be completely inexistent for those who do not have the necessary context in their minds, necessary to interpret and know what it is. It is the mind which manifests the matrix and all its attributes. So during an eclipse, the sun overwhelms the modulating effect of the moon, causing the vibration of the entire planet to suddenly rise way up, especially so in the areas most affected by it. In other words, during an eclipse, the matrix is at its thinnest, and at its weakest, so whatever is in the etheric realms, in the astral, can cross over much more easily, and this goes for the lower astral and the higher much more positive astral planes of existence, where it will be the level of vibration of each individual, or group of individuals, which will determine what they will experience. So knowing yourself, even if you are at your emotional lowest, dear starseed, your vibration can only be positively augmented by the eclipse, so there is nothing to fear. In general, solar eclipses augment the frequency and the vibration of the planet, making it a perfect moment to meditate, and be in nature, or do whatever mood-enhancing positive activity you may want, no matter where on Earth you may be. As the Buddhists say, practice Dharma on that day, and during the eclipse, to potentiate your true nature and your connection to the spiritual, and to Source. They are connected to the concepts of inner transformation and renewal, where you can let go of things you do not want, and shed your old ideas to adopt the new and enhanced ones, where there is also no need to let go of what you love and cherish. An eclipse is a moment that greatly propitiates personal illumination. All this I just said above is another reason why the powers that be on Earth want to spread fear and ill omens during the eclipse. It can be as simple as because their regulations and warnings help to lower the frequency and the vibration of the population, with it lessening the positive effects that it will have over the people and the entire planet. Many cultures on Earth have seen solar eclipses as bad omens, relating them to disasters, plague and war, in general as a sign of great evil to come. This is also when they make hideous rituals and sacrifices of all kinds, to potentiate the results, also benefiting from the thinning of the barriers between the lower astral and the world of the living. They used to see eclipses as if a huge cosmic monster was eating the sun, and remember that the Cabal leaders on Earth, those who rule the planet from under the table, are solar worshippers. So in their nefarious evil interpretation, an eclipse may be the moment to start something bad for the people, precisely because it is an event that is highly vibrationally beneficial for the people. This is also why the Cabal is said to be going to activate the Super Hadron Collider at CERN, which in reality is nothing other than a portal. Although this subject deserves its own video, I'm not sure if I am allowed by this platform to talk about it. But in short, they would turn it on, to benefit from the thinning of the energetic barriers, which separate the lower astral from the world of the living, that take place during the eclipse, even though I insist those barriers do not exist as such, and are only there as the result of the collective ideas and perception agreements which shape them. The barrier between realms is only an idea, but ideas are things. It is said that a comet will be seen on the day of the eclipse, although it will be visible for many days as well, a comet named like a devil, and this also accentuates the dark esoteric meanings the eclipse has for the members of the evil Cabal. But, in general, the eclipse is a great time for introspection and meditation, so do not fall into all that fear-mongering. Stay strong, dear starseeds, and enjoy the eclipse. You got this. Thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love, your friend, Mari Swaruu.